So let's see what else we got. Craig Schleep says, what do you do for fun and relaxation, and what do you do to motivate you? I used to fly, and then I found something much, much better than that. I just love traveling with my wife. I love it. I love it. And especially when we can go on a train, which we've only done twice, but we really, 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 really loved Amtrak. Natasha and I can go. I can drive with her to, you know, Vegas is a relatively short drive, and that's that. We get in the car, and next thing you know, we're there. It's like, the thing about that woman is I have never, ever, ever, ever been bored by her. Everything, she's always got something to say that just fascinates me, and she's so smart, and is interested in a bunch of things that I generally don't get into. So I get a chance to learn a lot. But that's really it. Dave Big Booty says it'll take us to the Twine Ball. Well, we're going to pack up the car and go. No, we're going to fly there. We got to drive if we're going to go. Anyway, yeah. So it was flying, and I look back on it. I really do, and I mean this sincerely. When I would think about what my life was like before I met my wife, I don't know how I fit into it. I don't know how I could have been that small. This is a high point of my week, would be, heading down to the hangar and pulling this airplane out of the hangar and firing it up and flying it around, and that felt cool. It really did, and I got to pretend I was a fighter pilot, and a Long Easy's a pretty good imitation of a fighter plane, especially the way I flew it. I flew it real aggressively. Safely but aggressively. I would just snap roll this thing, and I'd fly 60, 70-degree banks in the pattern just because I could. But when I look back on it, it's like, yeah, that's what you did. That was your whole life, basically. That was pretty much it. And I wouldn't trade I wouldn't trade a trip with my wife in a car for the whole 1,000 hours of flying I had. It was great, but it's nothing like this. I've become unrecognizable to myself, and I'm very, very lucky, very lucky.